the roundtable conference held at Parliament House today, which was organised by the DAP, we have in our press conference on Sunday, even on 6th of June, we had asked why the opposition parties who have 76 members of parliament, 76 opposition members of parliament, why have they not moved an emergency motion on such an important national education policy like 13A students being denied JPA scholarships, and in particular the Indian students being denied Petronas scholarships, Tenaga scholarships, Khazanah national scholarships, Telecom Malaysia scholarships, Mara scholarships, Sime Derby scholarships. Why have they been denied has never been explained. And this issue of scholarships, educational institutions, matriculation places is very clearly stipulated in Article 12 of the Federal Constitution, which says that in any educational institution receiving government aid, there shall be no discrimination. The Constitution, the law is very, very clear. But in the last 40 years, since 1970, UMNO has not been following the Constitution. Education has become race-based. It is not on needs-based, or it is not on merits-based. So we are disappointed that despite PAS, Keadilan and DAP claiming to be multiracial parties, they have not up to date. They have not. It has been about a month since the outcome of the rejections of even students with 13 A's being denied JPA scholarships, being denied matriculation places. There are 40,000 matriculation places in Malaysia in 9 matriculation colleges nationwide. They are denied university places, but the 76 opposition MPs, no one has ever filed an emergency motion as of date. Indian opposition MPs, there are 11 Indian opposition MPs in Parliament. When the victims are Indians, none of them has moved an emergency motion in Parliament to debate this very, very serious issue. And we recall only 2 months back when a DAP senator, within days of Aminul Rashid's killing by the Malaysian police, he rightly filed, this senator rightly filed an emergency motion to discuss Aminul Rashid's, killing at the hands of the police. But on the same strength, all three, DAP, PAS and Keadilan, did not or had not done so. This only shows that in reality, while they all claim to be multiracial, in reality they are not multiracial. To me, there's no history of UMNO or PAS or Keadilan having had a roundtable conference. The latest, for example, the issue on Gaza. When Gaza, it warranted a special motion, yes. There's no history of UMNO or PAS or Keadilan having had a roundtable conference. The latest, for example, the issue on Gaza. When Gaza, it warranted a special motion, yes. UMNO, PAS, Keadilan did not waste time having a roundtable conference. They proceeded straight with a motion. Which was not done by the senior leaders or the topmost and multiracial leaders of PAS, Keadilan and DAP. While they claim to be multiracial, in reality they are not showing themselves to be multiracial. Our annual report that we presented to Pravasi Bharatiya Divas in 2008, we had stated in page V1, on page V1, the case of Remawati, the 6th best student in Malaysia who scored 13 A's in SPM O levels, was denied a PhD scholarship. And only one medical seat was made available at University of Malaya against a 2 million Indian population in Malaysia. That was in 2004. And only one overseas government PhD scholarship was awarded to do medicine for the 2 million Indians in Malaysia. 13A students being denied a scholarship only goes to show that Malaysia is about the most racist country in the world. Of course, nobody wants to speak about it. Nobody speaks about it. But we have to be seen to be speaking the truth. Okay, since 1970, the Indians have been excluded from the national mainstream educational policy of Malaysia, and the Indian students, the poor Indian students, suffer the most because even the poor Chinese students, there are scores of Chinese guilds and associations who offers them loans and scholarships. The powerful Chinese economic community and the Chinese business community, the corporations, the banking sector offers loans, scholarships. College Tunggal Brahman has got $1 billion allocations for scholarships, for loans, for study loans. But for the Indians, where do they turn to? For a poor Indian, where do they turn to? A student who got even 13 A's was denied a place in matriculation in university for JPA scholarships. The authorities say you appeal, but to us, why do you have to appeal? My question is, why did you reject in the first place? The maximum number of subjects a student can take is 12, but this student seemed to have taken 13 subjects. But why reject her in the first place? While the government gives out loans and scholarships and university places and matriculation places to the Malays, who helps the Indians? Who speaks for the Indians? And of course, by raising this real and genuine concern, we are again and again being accused of being racist. For raising racism, for crying out racism, we in turn are being branded as racist. I think this is most unfair.